By President William Ruto, who was supposed to be the chief guest, and he was looking forward to coming here, but he got an urgent international engagement and has traveled out of the country and asked me to come and represent him. And he has given me a speech to read on his behalf. Na mimi nitasoma tu kwa madrasa ya kawaida. Sitaki kuingia ile shida waziri wetu Linturi amepata. Unajua waziri, hii maneno ya mtandao, kama hujazoeana naye kama mimi, ukae tu kama sisi nacho, sababu inaweza kukuletea matatizo. So that you remain who you are. Hii mtandao hii tutazoea, lakini pole pole. I want to read the message from our president. I'm delighted to officiate the opening of this year's Mombasa International Agricultural Show. This show provides the people of this region an invaluable opportunity not only to showcase but also to experience and learn about the current technologies and innovations in the agricultural sector. The theme, promoting climate-smart agriculture and trade initiatives for sustainable economic growth, underscore the government's commitment in promoting innovation and technology for the growth of the agricultural sector as stipulated in the Kenya Vision 2030. This show, therefore, provides an opportunity to organizations and businesses to showcase modern technologies, products and services that are useful to make Kenya's agricultural sector competitive globally. I want to take this early opportunity to thank all those who are involved in the preparation of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, exhibitors, as you are aware, agriculture offers more opportunities because of its backward and forward linkages to our economy. It is a mainstay for the majority of Kenyans who drive their income from agriculture. Agro-based manufacturing has placed us at a global competitive advantage since raw materials are locally available. Therefore, investment in agriculture has economic transformation agenda is strategically focused to increase incomes for farmers through increased production, value addition, and agro-processing. To a commercially and globally competitive industry. To this end, the government has prioritized key value chains through the bottom-up economic transformation. Value chains. At the edible oils crop promotion project, within the next 5 years, the intervention through the projects anticipate to increase domestically produced edible oil as raw materials in oil extraction. The objective is to reduce importation of the commodity, which costs us an average cultivation of oil crops that include palm oil, sunflower, canola, and soybeans. Already, procurement of sunflower and soybean seed is ongoing, targeting distribution during the October to November 2023 short rains. In addition, the government will provide 20,000 coconut certified seedlings to be distributed to the coastal towns of Kilifi, Kwale, Lamu, Tana River, Taita Taveta, and of course Mombasa. The expected intervention will also expand the area of edible oil crops in 15 growing counties, that is Kwale, Kilifi, Lamu, Kakamega, Siaya, Homa Bay, Migori, Trans Nzoia, Nakuru, Taita Taveta, Uasin Gishu, Meru, Nyeri, and Makueni from the current 6 in the world to improve their quality. Our plan is to increase value addition of tea from the current 1% to 50% by the year 2027. This will greatly increase our earnings. To achieve this, the government will construct a common user facility at Dogo Kudu Special Economic Zone in Mombasa County, among many other interventions. On coffee, the government plans to increase productivity from 2 kg to 10 kg per tree and production from 50,000 metric tons to 102 tons by the year 2027. To this end, we are implementing the coffee revitalization program, where 72 factories across the coffee growing zones have been earmarked for modernization. Additionally, we are providing subsidized fertilizer and seedlings to farmers to expand acreage under coffee. To improve the livestock production, the government has allocated 3.7 billion to the de-risking, inclusion, and value enhancement of pastoral economies program, Kenya shillings 2.1 billion for livestock value chain support project, and Kenya shillings 1.5 billion for the Kenya livestock commercialization program, while another 135 million has been earmarked for the establishment of the liquid nitrogen plant, among other programs. The government plans to double milk production from 5.2 billion liters to 11 billion liters using the 5.1 million dairy herd, increase the quantity of processed milk from 800 million liters to 3.3 billion liters per year, and grow the size of the formal milk market from 30% to 50%, and to grow exports of dairy products to 1 billion liters per year through various interventions. The interventions in the dairy sector, dear exhibitors, include investments to improve productivity per cow from 7 to 11 liters per day through good animal husbandry practices. Interventions under the National Value Chain Support for Dairy Production will include installation of 220 milk coolers, 4 liquid nitrogen plants, and stocking dairy breeds in livestock consumption centers annually to help farmers access improved dairy breeds. The leather value chain development is earmarked to reduce importation of leather products, especially shoes. To achieve this, the government aims to drive the transformation of the leather value chain from a raw material and semi-processed, export-driven sector to an internationally competitive finished leather and leather products manufacturing industry. To realize this, Kenya shillings 350 million has been allocated in the 2023-2024 financial year budget for development of the leather